little tiny bit early. Really thought I was going to be late, but happy Labor Day weekend. Welcome to Sunday Nights Live. I hope everyone had a blessed week. Thank you for the 3 thumbs up. And yeah, I just wanted to come on a few minutes early because I need to try to figure something out. Hi, Shelly and Anthony. How are you? Happy Labor Day weekend. Couple minutes early. Oh, busy, busy, busy. I tell you what. How are you? How was your weekend? You doing anything good? Oh, that's right. I had to turn this a certain way. For just a second, I want to see if I can figure this out. There we are. Hello, Paul Honeyman. Hello, Gavin Mason saying hello, Mama. How are you, darling? Paul Honeyman from across the pond. How are you, my friend? I am a little bit early. I think I got on at 8:55 because I was rushing. How is everyone's Labor Day weekend? And how are you feeling, Paul? How are you, Gavin? Hi, proud mom. You'd be so proud of me. I'll show you, you know, what you've been doing. A lot. The neighbor came over. Look at what I did, proud mom. Look at it. I did 2 earlier today with the help of Pam. Join me in the dirt. And what you're looking at here, hopefully I did it right, because it was an hour and a half. This is pork loin. I did barbecue pork loin, and this one is like a spicy pork rub. Pork loin. I've only been pressure canning for about a month, and a great big shout out to Pam, who has been helping me, and it's just crazy. How are you? What you been doing? Lots of stuff. How's the garden? Crazy. Absolutely crazy. How are you, darling? You coming over soon? You still have to get your birthday gift, you little bugger. Plus, you can sit and watch my mom's 65-inch TV. Hello, Vandal the Land saying hello from Oklahoma. Red Silo Homestead. Good evening, all. Oh, that flew. Good evening, all. Good evening, Mel. Hello across the pond, Paul. That's what I said, too. Yay, so proud of you. I know. It's like I took it out. Well, it was so weird because I had this thought. I was like, I better start doing more than just vegetables. I have so much chicken and stuff in my freezer. I was talking to Pam, who has a channel, Join Me in the Dirt, and I said to her, you know what, Pam? Just got to do it. Like, my freezers are so full. That's a good problem to have. And I was like, I was thinking about doing chicken. And she's like, that's so weird because I just got done. I don't know if she said to her husband, I just got done thinking like Mel's pressure canning, doing really well with vegetables and whatnot. I wonder when she's going to move along to meat. And I just remembered, like, I pulled out, because I have a whole pork loin the size of my arm downstairs in the freezer. Pulled out this one, could have used it to barbecue, and decided to give up the 90 minutes and pressure can it. Man, oh man, does it smell delish. But thank you, proud mom. Did you send me a friend request over on Facebook under Melody Rose? If you have not done so already, please go over. That will be affiliated to the YouTube. Paul says, I'm pissed. Actually, Melody, I've lost a couple of wrenches to some old-time people with no warning, and it's got me pissed off. Really? You're like, did they borrow them and not return them? What is up with that? I'd be pissed too. Believe me, you. Happy to have you in here, Red Silo. Gavin Mason. Yeah, let's not do that again. Gavin Mason, who is my grandson. If we ever went live, Paul, we'd wrench it. Oh, is it that type of wrench? I'm pissed. Actually, Melody, I lost a couple of wrenches to some old-time people with no warning, and it's got me pissed off. That's sucky. It really is, now that I understand it's not a tool thing. Technically, like, you know, you loan tools out to someone. I just feel like people change on YouTube. It's really a shame. And what you see is what you get over here. You always have a wrench with me, babes. Let's see. Yeah, I've been good. We lost our game Friday for football. That's okay. Can't win them all, Gab. You know, it happens. You'll have a great season. And I did rate you. Have a great first day of school. I saw all the stuff that mom did. That's amazing. And yeah, check your schedule and let me know when you can come over. Dang, why they take your wrench? I know. What is up with that? And I guess you can't say who did it, right? True, you got a wrench from me as well. I know Vindaland. I have to get back over there. Hi, LP. Hey, lady in chat. Sorry I only have a few minutes, but I wanted to say hi. Hi, LP. Look what I did. I've only been pressure canning vegetables for a month and pork loin. Barbecue pork loin and spicy rub pork loin. Ugh, that was nerve wracking, but I did it. I did it. And I wish you well. Also, LP, you're awesome, awesome, awesome sauce. We pressure canned our own homegrown chicken, added a half a cup of chicken broth to the jar before processing, kept the fluid above the chicken. Just a trick we learned. Yeah, you know what's weird? This liquid was up a little higher, so that's got me a little scared. I sent her a picture of it. She said, no, you're fine. I didn't put any liquid in it at all. It made its own liquid, and I'm just shocked that I did it. Speaking of Pam, who just okie dokied me in a text. I can't believe I did it. But it's weird because when you do meat, you don't have to add liquids. When you do vegetables, you have to add liquids. And it just seems strange to me that I'm going to have meat up on the shelf for the very first time. And this gap right here, I guess is kind of normal. I don't know. But I did it. Nope, could not find your new Facebook page. You couldn't? If maybe my lovely moderator, who will always have a wrench here, can find Melody Rose Facebook page and post a link, that would be awesome. The aspect of premiere was to start with a wrench and lose it during the premiere. I actually wanted to throw a wrench. Oh my gosh, that's horrible, Paul. Again, I guess you can't say who did that. That's horrible. No class. Hello, Blue Self-Reliance. How are you? Happy Labor Day weekend to everyone, and happy Sunday. Welcome in. Welcome in. No reason for giving either. Maybe write them an email. Would be my Facebook page, Paul, which is Melody Rose, Melody, just like music, and the last name is Rose. Hi, Miss Tina Ladybug. Hey there, Melody and everyone. How are you, Miss Tina Ladybug? Happy Labor Day weekend. Happy Sunday. Welcome in. Welcome in. I almost didn't even think I was going to be on time for my own live, but I made it by the skin of my teeth. Just a real busy day. My roommate went to family's for a barbecue, and I stayed here and worked. And then my neighbor Debbie came over, and she says she might pop in here, so we'll see. Hi, Miss Cindy Brown. She really helped me out a lot. Hello, Suzanne. There's Pam. Happy Labor Day, everyone, she says. Look, Pam. There it is. The pork loin. Does it look normal? Like, to only have that much liquid? But there it is. 2 jars. I hope I did it right. I mean, I did all the time and everything, but it's just something different for me. Again, hello, Suzanne. Miss Cindy Brown. Posmaquati, hello, you're crocheting. Anything good? Girly girl. Posmaquati says she's here. She's listening and crocheting. I'm great. I hope everyone is as well. And Pam says, yes, beautiful. Okay. So that was scary, but I did it and nobody was here today. I haven't really been feeling too good this week. I'm just going to start off with this. Monday, I was really sick. Migraine. Just lots of other stuff going on. And then Tuesday, I've been having severe pain going across like my kidney area. And then, yeah, I have no idea what that was about. Just assumed maybe a kidney infection. But then the next day when I had to go do errands, it was just on the one side radiating. I noticed when I was lifting, it started hurting more. And then today it kind of rocked my whole lower back and ran around to the front like ovary spot. So if this continues to like Wednesday, I'm going to go get this checked out because I don't know what it is. So anyone else would be laid up in the bed. Monday I was, but I've been working through it. I've been pulling like 12-hour days here and then staying up till 3:05 on the phone and getting things done with my BFF, Pam, from Join Me in the Dirt. And, you know, trying to get food processed and also cleaning that kitchen, the same token. Lord, y'all, you have no idea. So I have just been extremely busy. Not every night's been 3:05. One was like 2, you know, but it's the only time I can get things done. And today he wasn't here. He didn't even get back here till 6:32. But my neighbor Debbie came over, and we were out in the garden. The Brussels sprouts are gone. They were being gnawed by animals. Y'all know the story. I've had so many animals in my garden, and they were covered in this beetle bug, and it was literally killing the whole plant. And she said, give me something to do. I mean, fantastic, fantastic person. So we did the Brussels sprouts, and we're killing all the bugs and disposing of everything. And then what did we do? I got our nice cold water. I put a whole roasted chicken in, not yesterday, the night before. Yesterday, my roommate ate a cheesesteak instead of home-cooked food. So I left it stay in there. I got the chicken out. She picked all the meat off. And currently speaking right now, I have carrots and onions and celery and bay leaves and peppercorns all in there with the carcass. And possibly either going to do the bone broth or chicken broth. I don't have a fat separator. I think I may have asked her. She did have one. I really need to get one of those. And then, so got that done. And then I made coleslaw from the cabbage. I harvested it. And then she started rinsing and pulling off any bad leaves to the cabbage. And we were basically grinding up all the cabbage because I'm going to be doing sauerkraut. So just a busy day. And me pressure canning meat for the first time alone by myself was like, and I didn't even like check the pot twice to see if the lid was locked. I just went for it. So if anybody can learn anything from me, who was petrified for a year and a half not to touch that pressure canner, Debbie can vouch for me. If she pops on, I can't get anything in my freezers. So things have to start coming out and being jarred up. The worst thing that could happen is I run out of quart-sized jars because I'm already out of pints and I have half pints. Well, a few half pints left, but pints I'm going to be out of, and I'm probably going to need more quarts in order to keep pressure canning. So again, Pam says, yes, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Kind of a lazy day. Started dehydrating my Peters, and that's about it. Yeah, I haven't done anything for myself this holiday weekend. How shocking is that? I've been here 2 years now, and this is the second holiday weekend that I haven't done anything for myself. I scrubbed the grill real good the other day, did the patio real good. Apparently there was a mouse living underneath my grill, so that was like forever. I really didn't sign up for that job, but so I may barbecue something on the grill tomorrow. Plus I just made my mother-in-law's coleslaw while Debbie was here, and we were looking up Whipperpool Hollow is the name of the channel, her sauerkraut. So it's all done, and either after live or whatever, I might have to start jarring it up and washing some jars, but she said if they don't go to a picnic, she'll be back tomorrow to help. So great big thank you to Debbie for all the help. I greatly appreciate it. My almost 18-year-old has started doing embroidery. Oh, that's good. Sorry. Passamaquoddy says, I finished a shawl earlier today, now working on a scarf. Ooh, that sounds nice. LP says, have a great week, everyone. Mel, I think it's awesome how you're canning so brave. Thank you, LP. I just kind of feel like I just had to stop being afraid and just do it. And believe me, scary was an understatement. But now I don't, like I said to Pam, I don't want to come off cocky. But if anyone's scared, take a look at me. I've been pressure canning vegetables for about a month, maybe a month and 2 weeks. And just was like, I got to do something with this meat. And here you have it. My first 2 jars that I've done of pork loin. All you have to do is open the jar, from what I understand, and fork it, barbecue sauce, boom, good to go. But thank you, LP. I really appreciate that, my friend. Good call. Get checked out. I hope you feel better soon. Don't forget a self-care routine. Love you like you do your garden. Thank you. I appreciate that. I was asking, like, do you think it's an infection of some sort? I've been drinking a lot of water. And Thomas, before he went on vacation for this weekend, ran out. I was like, please get me 100% organic cranberry juice. And he came back with the cranberry juice cocktail. The day that I went food shopping multiple places, it was really only hurting in one spot. As the night went on, and I'm dragging like heavy bags and cleaning out my fridge, it just got worse. Pam thinks I might have pulled something. I would rather know that I pulled something than it be something really bad. But I looked on all the shelves in multiple stores, Acme, ShopRite, Aldi. Didn't go to Giant, but nobody had any 100% pure cranberry juice. So, yeah, it's a new page, Paul, from my previous one. I didn't want all that drama crap on there because this Facebook that I opened, which took forever, is going to end up being affiliated with my YouTube channel. So it's under Melody Rose. A pinched nerve could do that. I remember going to the doctor and telling them I have kidney area pain, but tested negative. We eventually found out, like 10 years later, it's a nerve getting pinched. Oh, really? Suzanne, 10 years later? My goodness, girl. That's crazy. Melody Blaine, is that Fleet and Farm still has the buy one, get one free online? Really? I did see your email that you sent me, but as I just stated, like Monday I was comatose. I went out, did my feel good Monday, fed the birds, and literally came in and hello, I keep no secrets. I told you all. I used to suffer panic attacks years and years and years ago. It's anxiety that I have with post-traumatic stress syndrome. And when I was in the room on Monday, I was fighting something that was taking like 4.5 to 5 hours. Couldn't catch my breath. I felt like I couldn't take a deep inhale. And I'm thinking to myself, is this a panic attack? Why would that be coming on after all these years? So I don't really know what that was. I did have a couple deep conversations on Sunday with 2 separate individuals. And I don't know if it dredged up something maybe I was burying, but I just felt so sick on Monday. So sick. And then like upset stomach, real bad migraine headache. And then Tuesday started the pain. So not really sure. For canning jars and lids. Okay. Hate to bug, but send me an email on that again. Pause McQuarrie. Okay, now I really have to go. Love you, LP. Have a great rest of your holiday weekend and have a blessed week. Is your Facebook profile pic Zinnia's? My profile pic well, yeah, I do have Zinnia's on there. It's the main thing. But my picture is me in a bikini with the American flag. So that's me. Paul says, Melody, keep it clean, please. Never mind about what you pulled, laugh out loud. Deborah, there she is. I'm pretty sure that's Debbie, as I call her, which is my neighbor. Right, Deb? Thumbs up if it's you. I was just telling everyone, hey, came over and helped me out tremendously. Ay, ay, ay. So we just got done coleslaw right before she left, and then was kind of looking at me with like some foundation on, like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I have to work. I have to be on live. So she's like, okay, I'll catch you tomorrow. So we got done. All the cabbage is shredded. And she was looking at the video of which way I should go. Ferment it, then I have to leave it laying around here in the house. And I kind of don't like that idea. I would like to ferment just 2 jars. So I think I'm going to go the easy route with the green cabbage. Just shredded it, like small, from Whipple Hollow. And I think it's just sugar, salt, and vinegar. And then you water bath can it. and it sits on a shelf for 4 weeks before it turns into sauerkraut. So I think I'm going to go that route and then make 2 jars of fermented for me. If you know, my roommate has a dog. I've been cleaning like you would not believe. And I just don't trust like a stray hair getting into my sauerkraut. So I think I'm just going to water bath can it and get it up on the shelves because I have more cabbages to, get. So let me raise this up just a little bit since I'm sitting on my feet. But yeah, so welcome in, Debs, and thank you for all the help. New profile created July 26th. Yes, sir. I mean, yes, ma'am. I thought you were Paul at first, Suzanne. That would be me. Got it. Give me a sec, she says. And Debbie says, yes, it is me. So yeah, so appreciate her help. She was like, give me a job in the garden. And I already told my husband I'm coming over. And I was like, are you sure? Like, didn't she have plans or anything to do? But apparently not. And she likes it here. She likes to garden. And this is the first time she was in the kitchen. Thank God it was clean, thanks to me. But she was a great big help. She picked the whole chicken apart and was just telling me some other things to throw in there, if I want to turn it into bone broth or chicken broth. And I think she has a fat separator. I think she said that. She may loan it to me to strain this. And what else was it? Oh, like a big strainer she's going to come over with. Red Silo Homestead sent you a friend request. Bingo, there it is. You found me. I have nothing really posted on there. It's very new, like July 26th new. I'm trying to sit on my feet because my side of my back is hurting. He's been having a brain fart for a few days. That's okay. We all do. Thank you, Suzanne. So yeah, if you want to follow me on that particular Facebook, because my other one's deleted, that I had for years and years, I will start getting around to posting things on there. Found her. Yep, that would be me. So I'm going to be putting things on that Facebook that has things to do with what I'm doing or gardening, or try to reach out and see if I can reach, there are family members that are on there that I didn't know I have that I have now. Thank you for the friend request. I see it all coming in. You're all awesome. But yeah, it'll be just some extra pictures, stuff like that I'm going to put on there over on that Facebook. Hopefully nobody comes at me politically over there on Facebook, but it will be affiliated to this YouTube page. Now, let me tell you what I've been thinking about besides canning some chicken. Thank you, Paul. I see that request. Yesterday I had this weird thought in my head that I'm not seeing a lot of Pennsylvania gardeners. It's not a definite thing. If you just want to leave comments below this live, feel free, anyone that watches it back. But I was thinking of, can somebody come up with something catchy, or thinking about changing the channel name, something that has to do with whether I'm North or East Pennsylvania gardener, and then underneath of it would have like recipes, canning. That's just what's been going through my head. Also, the merch aspect of it, I'm thinking maybe I need to shorten it a little bit, but I also like my catchy YouTube channel name. That was me and my grandson that created this name. But that's what I was thinking yesterday when I was deep in thought, like, I don't see very many Pennsylvania gardeners, even on YouTube. So yeah, I don't know what you think. I would want it to sound good. I was thinking like whether I'm East or North. I don't know. Pennsylvania something. I have no clue. So our friends already laugh out loud. Yay. Yeah, I started the new one, so we weren't. So yeah, I did put that out last week. It took me a good while to really make up my mind to delete off that old Facebook because it has my kids on it. It's not about y'all seeing my kids or my grandkids. It's about, there was so much political bullcrap going on that Facebook page that it was like, I'm getting rid of it. I cannot do that anymore. It's just ridiculous. And I had a girlfriend, I will say this, when I lost my home, that was just like, why don't you just give up gardening? Thought about her lately, and I was thinking, I wonder if she still thinks the same about that, give up gardening, considering the prices and whatnot and all this craziness going on in the world. I don't mind talking about stuff like that or trying to be prepared or how crazy, you know, the person in the big house, his live, I don't know, address to the nation was just appalling and disgusting. But I did see something that really woke me up the other day. I was saying to Join Me in the Dirt that I've been noticing Roots and Refuge. Jess, who's my idol, she's the one that got me into Seeds, true story. And I said to Pam a couple months ago, like, she looks anxious. An anxious person can tell when another person's anxious. Um, Yesterday's video, the day before yesterday's video, I think it is. She must have seen something on the news. She said she has a very big demographic on her page from people worldwide. So don't come at her. She did say that, but she saw, I guess, something disturbing on the news that she doesn't really watch. And is she scared? Yes. Is she concerned? Yes. And I just knew it. I could see in her that she was anxious. So she had a very good moral behind it. You would have to go to Roots and Refuge to go see it. But she said, like, she's a new cow owner, but she has this fear of like this 60-pound, 600-pound animal like killing her, right? Which is realistic. Hi, Erin. Let me just finish this up and then I'll acknowledge more people coming in. So she said, you know, she's afraid, which I think it's good to be a little afraid, but she said to lighten the mood, you know, do you want to see something I don't normally show on YouTube? It was funny. It really was funny. She gets the one cow in to get ready to milk, but in order to distract the other cows, she runs full force to dump the grain in the bowl to run back, and she's like, all I hear is like a stampede. I mean, it was funny. You're gonna have to watch it yourself, but that was hilarious. She's running from cows, and you know, I just really respected the factor that she came right out like, am I nervous? Yes. Am I scared of what's going on in the world? Yes. Those are the type of channels that are very transparent that I really, really like. So what you see is what you get over here, but it will never be political. Okay? Okay, now let me go backwards for a few. Let's see. Okay, let me go back. So Blue said, oh, my phone is drunk. It won't go to the app. Let me get to it on the PC, okay? Don't do politics, and my religion is my own business. I agree. I accept every demographic here, whatever you believe in. You are more than welcome here all the time at Bake a Leg and Let's Dig It. Paul says, but I'm a Christian, laugh out loud. Red Silo says, nope, we stay away from politics or religion on our channels or Facebook. Too much of that drama in the world already. Amen to that. And that was the moral of my story. And that's kind of what was happening with my old Facebook. And it was hard for me because my grandson is 16 and I have, you know, that's why I kind of liked Instagram. It's more photos, even though I've been slacking it. But the kids were on there, the grandkids were on there. You know, I had to make that decision. Am I willing to delete that account and lose all those memories? Yes, because I have them here. I don't want to be involved in that nonsense, and I want to keep the YouTube page going and having a Facebook that goes along with it for the business side of YouTube. And then was thinking about possibly changing my name to my channel if anybody, I just don't see any like titles like Pennsylvania this or, so I was like, should I represent Pennsylvania? I don't know. What do you all think about that name change thing? And again, hello, Erin. Happy Labor Day weekend. Let me properly greet you. I hope that you're having a lovely weekend. How are you, my friends? I don't ever have Facebook on my phone because they upload their contacts, my contact. I always hit deny to that. Suzanne. She's saying, I don't ever have Facebook on my phone because they upload your contacts, and my contacts include people who don't want anything to do with Facebook. So true. So I just use the website. Erin said she has no social media. Whew, you probably must be really sane, for sure. Yeah, I don't do social media like that. When I first started YouTube, in all honesty, I was on Instagram more than I was on YouTube. Um, Somebody had said Instagram will build up your YouTube, and to keep it honest with you, I wasn't getting subscribers from over there. As soon as I started really working and putting all my energy into YouTube, that's when I saw this big turnaround. So I kind of like going over on Instagram and putting some things in my stories because they don't last longer than 24 hours. But inside my posts, normal things. And I like it because I can upload photos and get them off my phone and get them over on Instagram. But I've really been slacking. So you can also find me over there on Instagram. Let's see. My neighbor who has a little garden and graciously gives us fruits, veggies of her labor said her garden was horrible this year. I think a lot of people's gardens were horrible. Some may have gotten lucky. I'm a second year, with a new garden out there, and it was crazy. If Debbie's in here, she'll tell you there was so many beetle bugs on these Brussels sprouts. It was disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And the animals kept going into the Brussels sprouts and eating those, eating the tomatoes, smashing my zucchinis. Just it's just been like that. Or bugs I've never seen or heard of before. So I have dealt with that. But I'm weeping. Is that the right word? I'm receiving from my garden things. Lots of things still. And I'm just trying to put things up. The bed that had all the Mexican bean beetles, and the bed next to it's a little further along, but beans are coming in. I picked as many like tender beans I could get, and I have 4 quarts that I did of green beans, the tender French green beans. So now I think that gives me 5 of the green beans, and then I realized, like, okay, don't touch the green beans today, go relook tomorrow. I want to just keep picking them and picking them. I think I said to Pam maybe 20 jars up on the shelf, and a few more of the string beans with the potatoes. So lots going on here, lots of preservation. It's crazy. But it's just crazy that I have to do it at night though too. But that's awesome. Your neighbor does that, Erin. That's a blessing. Oh, Posmaquoddy saying I can't find your Facebook page. They all posted the link, Posmaquoddy. Click on it. Yep, I agree. Never talk money, politics, or religion on here. Nope. Oh, and HP has good social media customer support. Really? Good to know. Yes, Suzanne posted it again. And thank you for posting links and helping out. My PC don't like IG. It won't let me in there for some reason. Laugh out loud, says Paul. It was something my husband and I talked about in the beginning when we smartphones. BS in real life that we don't need that to top it off. That's so true. Yummy, I like them green beans. See, I thought you didn't like anything green. So these are so like fresh picking, young, tender. And oddly enough, I was sitting out there by myself yesterday just thinking, and my roommate came up and started helping me to snap beans, which was appreciated. But these were easy to snap because they're so young. The beans are coming in. So hopefully I reach my goal and I can get more jars up on the shelf of green beans. I'm going to check them every other day. And then what else did I work on? I worked on a bunch of like odds and ends of peppers. Debbie can vouch if she's still on here. I had to do a major pepper haul. And I'm getting a little blossom end rod from having horrible 109 degrees. Some of it could be really small and some of it could be a little bit bigger. And that is normally not a calcium defect, but I have the stuff. I just haven't gotten around to adding it in. I'm not sure if I'm going to. The potatoes. The peppers are packed. Okay, another friend request. Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate it. The peppers are packed, so there will be a haul coming out on that. I did bring these along in the garden. You'll see that video this week. Actually, I did ask Pam because my mail call shout out was stuck in the editor. I finally got it out yesterday, and that was the video that I uploaded for yesterday. So thank you again, Red Silo Homestead. Love you to pieces. But it threw me off a day because I do the chickens on Monday, but I have a Labor Day weekend garden tour, a quick one. It's not the whole entire property, it's just the garden. I do have that, so that may be posted on Tuesday. We'll see. Because I think, if I screw up my Monday cuteness overload on a Monday, somebody might have a fit. But they're getting so big. Those birds are getting so big. So let me think. So I had that video, and then I also started harvesting strictly serrano peppers and some jalapenos. I wanted to work on all these serrano peppers. They're very, you get a lot, believe me. It's like cayenne peppers. So I was thinking, okay, what do I want to do with them? I decided to do this. I put, can you see that? Or is it backwards? It says pizza topping hot 922. So I did banana peppers, and then I did some serranos on the top, thinking that would be a good pizza topping. But I did just do the brine that does it all from the 1870s homestead. Only one of my pepper jars has a fancy pickling brine. So just basic, just to have for like pizzas. So that was that batch I could get kind of put up fairly quickly. But there's going to be a lot of peppers coming in, lots of hots. I have kale, curly kale. That's going to be the last kale for me, I think. Besides what I have growing out there, but that's enough for my powders. Speaking of powders, hold on. Hobby Garden for Health. Those look great. Thank you so much. Happy Sunday and happy Labor Day weekend. I do like green veg, laugh out loud, just not all of them. Oh, that's right. You did say that, Paul. Pus McCloudy said, got it. I love at Burke Airport. They fly so low I can wave. I swear to the pilot, my whole house shakes. That's scary. No, Melody, it was okay to read it. Okay, good. Okay, caught up. So let me go grab this. I probably shouldn't sit on my leg, but literally, folks, my pain is about here. It's been running, but it's mainly on this side. Can you see my hand? It's mainly on this side, so I'm not sure if that's my kidney. And it's just running underneath my ribs. So if it keeps getting bad, I'm going to get that looked at this week. But I want to show you where I am at. Okay. So you know how I told you I'm all into doing the powders. Let me just show you a couple other things I got done. Staying up later. Have herbs galore on the table. So this is my tomato powder. That's where that's at, and I'm okay. If you don't know, you can make tomato paste out of this. Look at how gorgeous my mushroom powder is, and I'm only a quarter of the way shy from the top. So I'm going to dehydrate a little bit more. And my kale was filled to the top. I have buku amount of kale on there, so this jar will be completely full. And I think the only thing I'm going to powder is going to be a little bit of beets, like the beet powder. So I got a lot of my powders done. Let's see. Okay. So yeah, that's done. Some quick batches of hot peppers are done. Picked some more butternut squash. Some more acorn squash from out of the garden. I have beets over there that I have to do, but right now I have sauerkraut, that's all. So I don't know if I'll be up after live doing that alone. And to make my life even a little bit harder, I have another butternut squash, big one down that end of the table. I have so much zucchini to deal with. But you'll see in the video, my new zucchini patch is doing fantastic. It looks like they're all coming up yellow. So, you know I'm doing a sourdough starter. Here she is. This is my sourdough starter. And I'm so tired of the discard that from the discard I started another one, which gets a little complicated sometimes. So these are not fed yet tonight. So these need to be fed. And I'm not at my 12-day marker yet, but they're looking pretty good. If I would stop screwing up, they're doing pretty good. But Pam will help me as soon as I get to my 12-day marker, and I'm going to make my first sourdough bread. I'm not bringing anyone along until I successfully do the whole process and make the bread and it turns out good. And then I will bring you along maybe on a video and just show you exactly what Pam taught me. So, um, okay, Paul says, no, Melody, not if it keeps getting bad. Please get it checked. It took them over 9 years to find out I had pinched nerves due to my spine crumbling. Another 5 years for my first operation. I don't know. Something has to be real fearful. And I completely believe in God. But something has me worried because it's near the side of the ribs that, started my whole situation for why I'm out of work. So that is hurting. And am I known for kidney infections? Yes, more so than like a UTI or something like that. It's not that. When I was up Chris's, I don't know if my subscribers that have been around a while can remember, but I had to have my son come up the turnpike and get me and take me to the hospital. And I ended up having a double kidney infection. They think I passed a stone or had a stone. And yeah, I was like sick. So, we'll see what's going on. I did say the other day I might end up at an urgent care. And then suddenly my roommate's like, because we went food shopping, and he's like, and I always carry the bags in. Let's keep it real here on this channel. I told you, my roommate doesn't have a ton of energy. He said, I'll carry the heavy stuff. So I was like, oh, okay. So I carried some bags that were light, and that's fine. But then something was spilled in my refrigerator. So before I could put my groceries away, it took me like an hour and a half to bleach and clean out my whole refrigerator. I think he spilled something and it went down into the drawers and all. Now my refrigerator's immaculate. But you know what that's like. It was like my back wasn't feeling too bad. Then I did my whole refrigerator, had to get the glass out, clean it all, yada yada. As soon as I started dragging bags from the dining room to the kitchen to put things away, pain came back. Today's pain, though, I was just sitting out at the patio table a little bit, and it just ran like from right to left and went right around the front, and I was like, what was that? So that is something that's concerning me. So I will get it checked out. Anybody doing anything fun for this weekend? You may have said before, but I forgot. But what do you use your cowboy candy for? It looks delicious. I have so much cowboy candy that I didn't make any this year. It's like strawberry preserves. I don't need to make that for like 3 years. Cowboy candy, if you make it a little bit sweeter, no matter how you look at it, it's hot. But you can put cream cheese out, put a little bit of cowboy candy on the top of it, eat it with crackers. It's really good that way. Last winter, I was breaking the pieces. They get kind of candied. I was breaking some of the pieces into littler pieces and putting it on my tacos. You can pretty much use it for anything that you want. And I also saved the brine. So I do have a big pepper harvest coming up. And I think I might go outside the box and try a different type of pepper and maybe use up some of my cowboy candy brine. Eric from Simple Living Alaska says he always likes to have extra brine for jerky or for a marinade. So I do have a lot of jars down there. I don't think that's why I didn't grow a ton of jalapenos this year, because I had a lot of jars. But crackers, cream cheese, it's good. It's delicious. Oh, Erin. She's right to Suzanne, but I saw it. An even garden. I just love Melody in these lives. Oh, you're too sweet. Hi, Patriot Underground. How are you? As much as nothing as possible. Happy Labor Day weekend and happy Sunday. Welcome in. Nope, no big plans here. Taking apart the old goose hut and prepping for a new mega coop build before winter hits. That's awesomeness. It's really awesomeness. Just some other things going on that I can't actually discuss just yet. So lots of prayers, because I don't know how much more I can go through, but there's something that's been coming up quite a bit here at this household. And um, when Jimmy went to his family's barbecue, he brought it up there. And I said, you ever think maybe for a second you're just making this quick, irrational decision? So I'll fill you in when I know more, because it kind of seemed like he came back like not sure, if he wants to make a move. That's what it's about, because he hasn't been rehired yet anywhere. So, I think Jimmy forgets his age and wants to go up to like the woods of Mount Pocono, and, you know, he's on this kick of like tiny houses and stuff like that. So could you imagine all this damn work I put in here and he wants to sell? And with the market being the way that it is, he wouldn't even get, the original price on this house. So that's kind of what's going on. That's been thrown around quite a bit. And lots of prayers. We'll see what ends up happening with that, because I thought about it long and hard. I don't want to get caught up in a renter situation. So I would want to go for a house, but the market's just crappy. Even like a rent to own or something like that, but more so. So my friend Thomas wants to flip a house. So we'll see what happens. I will keep you posted on that, but that could be like my worst nightmare coming in. I'm not saying tomorrow or 3 months from now, but that could be something that could be going on in my life again. So I wasn't going to say anything, because there's already a few people that are kind of TO'd. My friend had said, well, why did you have her move there? And he goes, well, because I had a job then. So I was just like, I'm going through it, folks. I'm going through it. And I'm going to have to do what's best for me. And yeah, but I'll keep you posted when I find out if it's going to be a definite thing and he's going to end up selling this house, or if he's going to end up moving. I will let you know. Okay, so that's that. I've had to deal with that for this whole week, and that's been rattling my nerves too. So, let's see. Sounds crazy, but I dreamt of it. Don't know the whole dream, but I remember waking up thinking of cowboy candy and how I want some. Oh, it's so funny. Debbie says, yes, I'll be spending time across the street helping a friend. I know, I'm so blessed to have Debbie. You have no idea. No idea. We made grandmom's coleslaw, because I thought, why not? I checked my weight today and I'm 100.8. So was 108. I've been struggling to gain weight. I think I sweated it all off in this heat. But I really need to go back to doing what I was doing before. Protein, ice cream, milkshakes. I did go to grab a vanilla ice cream with all the food that I buy here. And my roommate, we get into the line, he's like, you don't need that. Wasn't even thinking, like I said to Debbie, I didn't even like respond. It was like, whatever. And then I think he said, the reason why he said that is because we had other stores to go. And I'm like, well, why didn't we go to the other stores before there? Because guess what? I needed that ice cream. So I'm not going to obsess about it. I did lose weight. Can't tell a lie. I am concerned. So I really have to focus on me. And I'm just grateful to have met a lovely, lovely woman who has some time, I guess, to spare, and Joyce coming over here, learning things about gardening. And she did a salsa garden, everyone. She's not on YouTube. She's only on YouTube because I am. Her salsa garden is fantastic. It gets to this time of the year and the salsa garden starts taking a little bit of a poop. But Mayans wants to produce more peppers. Which in a video that I did of me picking, I think, or giving you a tour, I do say the deadline for the Come Salsa with me is September the 10th. So get your videos in. Good. Thanks for the stream. Not a problem. Welcome in, Patriot Underground. Happy to have you. Pam says, I put my brine on my pork butt when it was in the smoker. The brine being the cowboy candy brine, right? Because I hear a lot of people say that when they have extra brine, they either use it for some type of jerky or they use it as a marinade. Now that's interesting. Very interesting. So I just did a rotisserie chicken that I was telling you about. Debbie picked all the meat off. The meat's in the fridge. And now I'm moving on to the carcass with carrots and onions and garlic, all that goodness, peppercorns, bay leaves, rosemary, marjoram, and thyme all went in there. And I'm either going to use it for chicken stock or bone broth. So that's going in my crock pot. I have multiple hands in the pot. She'll tell you I have a lot going on. She thinks that that might be one of the reasons too for losing weight, is because I'm just constantly busy here. I've been busy since the day I got here, let's put it that way. And it's not all about my garden either. But I love her. That's so kind that she comes here to help me. Pam's just sending lots of prayers. Thank you, Pam. Yeah, I think he does have a channel. I know. I think Patriot Underground is a great channel name. He moved to PA. My cousin could get. Oh, really? Aaron, that would be so cool. Less drama with his brother. House we are in right now. Oh, okay. Could you imagine if you moved near me? That'd be awesome. You should move here. Found a church for sale for $75K. Blank slate, and I have power tools. Oh, I believe in God. You see me living in a church in a whole other state. Well, I mean, I asked him, his family asked about me or like what I'm going to do, and he said no. I think he's just thinking of himself, but he's not thinking rationally. Number two, what was I just going to say? It was about that church. Love churches, but imagine living in a church. That would be funny. But my whole big thing is my grandson, my kids are here, and I honestly think consciously. Well, my Jared's going to be having a surgery September. I can't. I don't think I would leave the state. I want to be near my kids. They're like my everything, and my grandchildren are my everything, you know. But I greatly appreciate that, and that was funny because you have the power tools. Oh, okay, Aaron. Our life. Evening, y'all. Evening. Happy Sunday. Welcome in. And happy Labor Day weekend. Happy to have you in here. Yeah, it's an old house. Gotcha. Hi, a hobby garden for health. How are you? Happy Labor Day weekend and happy Sunday. Sifting some soil and more. Mona is in the house. Hello, Melon Chat. Hello, Mona. Welcome in, everyone. It is beautiful, Erin. She says, I think PA would be better for us and the kids. It is beautiful. You know, you have all the seasons. But I was born and raised in Pennsylvania, and of course I'm older now. Probably could do whatever the heck I want, but I couldn't see myself being states away. I'm having a hard enough time to get Johnny over here to visit his mother, let alone come some states away to see me, you know? Because I didn't hear a peep out of him at all. Normal, and that's what's weird for me here. It's like the boys don't come that much. I just think Jimmy's way of living is totally different than my way of living. I like everything in its place. I believe if my dog makes a mess, clean it up. And it's not like that here. I feel a little bit... I want to be respectful, my friends. I think I feel like... he wanted me here for a whole lot more work. Does that make sense? Like, this has been like, I mean, I've had 3 jobs, 3 kids, and 2 dogs, and it's more work here than that, you know, if that gives you any inclination. So, and he doesn't move around that much. I said to him, too, when he was talking about going up there, I said, you need to have a doctor nearby. You need to have a hospital nearby. Like, what are you planning on doing? And he goes, why? I would never go out. I'm like, you know you're going to die there, right? So it could be just thoughts that he's having. It could be a form of depression. But do you remember, like, hitting the pavement, finding a job was not like a here or there application. I have a friend that's great at finding jobs. There's so many jobs out there. He'll be on that computer for 8 hours finding a job. But my roommate's not. So I guess it depends on how bad you want it. Let's see. Hello, Miss Andell Homestead. How are you? So happy that you had a great time at the conference. That's where she was last Sunday, my friends. Oh, I'm starting to smell my chicken broth or bone broth, whatever I turn it into. It smells so good in the kitchen right now. Very educational. Educational. I watched Cog Hill Family Farm. I think the word family's in it now. And he broke it down and was explaining what it was about. And I saw Miss Andell's as well. And it seemed like a great time. It wasn't really like a so much meet and greet. It was a learning event. So I'm glad she had a wonderful time. Welcome back. Erin says cheaper too. Wow, she drives 140 miles now round trip for one day of school. That's crazy, Erin. But to Miss Andell, happy Labor Day weekend. Happy Sunday. And yeah, love you to pieces. The public school's better than where we are right now. True. Let's see. And I do want to show Miss Andell. Miss Andell, look what I did today alone by myself. Are you sitting down? Barbecue pork loin and spicy pork rub pork loin. I pressure canned meat for the first time today. Do you believe it? Oh, Madonna, I can't even believe I did it. But you know what? I'm usually a quick learner. I'm just bad at remembering the numbers. I have to say to Pam, wait, how long are the beans going on for? She said, write it on your pot. I said, no, I'll have too many things written on there. But yeah, I don't know. You know, I was petrified, scared. She says, wow, awesome. I was petrified and scared to even do vegetables. I think I've been doing vegetables, like I said, for about a month. And I said to her, you know, Pam, I was thinking a couple things. One, changing the channel name. And two, I think I just have to get some chicken out of my freezer and start doing some meat. And she goes, really? I was wondering when you were going to be doing that. So I did do that. And like I said, a bunch of different peppers. Some that I'm using for pepper, for pizza toppings. And yeah, so all the beans are coming in. That's a blessing, totally, from the gods above and Mother Nature, I'd like to say. There are still some of the bug out there, but now that I have Debbie, whew, she's such a big help. So, yeah. Let me see. Sounds yummy. Okay, so Miss Anda says, wow, awesome. Suzanne says, sounds yummy. I'm going blind with all this canning porn. Paul, what would you say was your favorite harvest this season? Like, is there one specific veggie or fruit or herb you are super extra proud of this season? Wow, Erin, what a great question. I think I'm going to start off by saying this. There's always going to be trials and tribulations in gardening, no matter if you've done it for 35 years. I'm super duper proud of this right now, my green beans, of not letting that. I lost a whole harvest, which really stunk and wasn't sure about the bug. And I'm really proud of myself that I didn't give up and I planted beans in enough time to be able to get beans. It's one thing I'm super proud of, that I stayed with it and didn't just throw my hands up. I'm super proud of my herbs, but my herbs always do really, really well. Hello, I'm Melody. I have a video on how I store my herbs. Like, it's basically like bringing you along while I'm filling up my herbs and how I store them in like jars like this. So I do like having lots of herbs. I'm a person that likes to have for 2-3 years worth. I just told Debbie, the neighbor, for her help. She comes back over tomorrow. She's more than welcome to a bunch of herbs. I have all kinds of things she can have, you know. It's like she helps. She's doing it out of the kindness of her heart. But I would like to send her out the door with something. Like I did before. I think I gave her a bunch of squashes or whatever so she could cook for her husband. What else? Let me think. I'm really proud of my beets. I do have to say this as well, because I was a person that could never really grow beets unless I did them in the cell tray. And this year I was just like, you know what? I'm going in with 6 seeds. It works, it works, it don't, it don't. Well, it worked. So I have a full bed of beets, Chautauqua, and early top globe, early top beets. The other half I went to do as a concession sow. And I don't know what happened. Maybe the animals ate it. It's very spotty. I think I did well on my cabbages this year. But I do think from just everything going on here, there were some things I couldn't get to very quickly. Um, Let me think. And I'm super proud of my peppers again. I'm really, really proud of my peppers. Um, I'm quite happy with the way they turned out. And I really wanted to try to grow the cherry pepper. That's usually stuffed with the sharp provolone and prosciutto. I'm very proud of that pepper. I like that pepper so much that I may try to overwinter it. But that was a great, great question. Let me see if I covered it all. Like, is there one specific veggie? My beans, or fruit or herb. My Genovese basil always does really good, but I'm super proud of the factor that I got holy basil, lemon basil, and Thai basil this year to all finally cooperate after umpteen amount of seeds. They finally came up. And I'm not going to go ripping them out this year. I'm just going to harvest off of them, and I'm going to let them stay and see what happens come next year. Tomatoes, I got some, but the animals were eating it. Tried an experiment with like a pink corn that's going to end up being a fall decoration, so not a total waste. It does work out, but when we got up to 109, 110, it was like plants weren't having that. But that was a great question. And get hungry again, Mel. Channel name, growing that with Melody. Red Silo. Yeah, the only thing I was thinking, and I don't know why it stuck in my head, something to do with Pennsylvania, because, and I don't want it to be just all like, okay, so if you were to see the banner at the top, I wanted to have the name, and then I wanted to say, for an example, like gardening, like cooking, which would incorporate baking, and then canning. Something that's a little bit smaller than my channel name. So when it comes to merch or wanting to advance this whole situation with YouTube, I don't want to have this extremely long name and then be taking it down to 3 initials. I do love the Bake a Leg and Let's Dig It, because I told you me and my grandson came up with this name. But yeah, and I just don't see a lot of like Pennsylvania gardeners, bakers, cookers, canners on YouTube. I just don't. But growing that with Melody, I like it, but then I feel like it would just be a gardening channel. It's easy to me to can meat. I really enjoy it. Miss Andell, that is exactly what Pam, Join Me in the Dirt, said. Canning meat is one of the easiest things, Melody. She said once you do it, you'll just keep on doing it. But she is so sweet. She's helped me out a lot with different vegetables. She's always telling me I'm doing a good job. And today was I'm so proud of you. But I'm proud of me though too, because who knew? A month and I'm already canning meat. So, oh, you hungry yet? Pork loin, baby. This one is the spicy rubbed pork, but this one is the barbecue pork. It's just a seasoning. I found that amazing. She said you could put whatever seasoning you want on your meat and then pressure can it. Oh, see how bad my nerves are? That was a humongous, like, M80 or a firework, and I just jumped out of my seat. So sorry, everyone. Zen scared the daylights out of me, for real. I'm so glad you're not across the street from me, Mel. I could finish that jar on my own in one sitting. Paul, that would be so much fun to have you across the street, my friend. What a big heart Debbie has, says Pam. I agree. Absolutely agree, Pam. But you also have a humongous heart to put up with me with the 50 questions, girl. No, Debbie has a very kind heart. But now there's crazy fireworks going on here that are kind of scary. Speaking of cabbages, got our OS cabbage seeds in. Okay, I'm glad to hear it. Like I said, plan them now, start them now. Pam can start hers. I'm going to start mine, I don't know, sometime this week. If it works out, great. We'll keep, you know, doing like updates and stuff like that. I think I'm going to direct sew mine. And remember, if it doesn't work out due to winter, then it has to be planted early and be outside like in February. So it should be fun. God's Gift in Gardening. Hello, everyone. Well, hello, God's Gift in Gardening. Happy Sunday. Welcome in. Happy Labor Day weekends. Thank you for coming in. Great to have you. Just because I do not garden now doesn't mean I never will. And really, you inspire me. She says, doesn't mean I never will. And you really inspire me. And I do learn a lot from you and the rest of the community on here. Erin, that is so sweet. It really is sweet. Thank you. You know what made me feel like $1,000,000, even though that question wasn't asked to me? This is what made me feel like $1,000,000. When I felt terrible, absolutely terrible, that I lost all my bush beans. And someone reached out to me and said, you just saved me my crop of bush beans. A quick run out there, stopped your live, and went out there and found a couple. They're actually called the yellow mustard bug in Texas. And I don't know, that just made me look at things differently. Oh, like, okay, you know, it's going to happen to the best of us. It just was a little scary because I stated this before. I was growing a lot of food for my family, my niece and her husband, who he's battling bone cancer. And I felt like I left everyone down because they didn't have like a buku amount to offer. But I'm kind of like over that. Johnny's fine. He's a 27-year-old. He's living life. Hello, call your mother. I want to make sure that Jared's good and he'll have food. He's an old soul, my son, 23-year-old. And if my daughter or my grandkids need food, that's where we're at right now. If I was not to be here, of course, all the food's going with me, obviously, because I have like 1, 2, 3, 4 freezers full. And I'm not doing this just for me and Jimmy. I'm doing this for family, or like if my neighbor Debbie needs something, I hope that she knows. I will say this publicly, that she could always come here if she was to ever need something. You know, that like that neighborly, like, I need a cup of sugar. Hey, Mel, you got 2 zucchinis? Yeah, I do. That's what I mean. So, I grew some earlier top beets this year for the first time. They were all a little small, but they grew nicely. God's Gift in Gardening. Yeah, mine are doing pretty well. And something that, because I'm a new fan of Chautauqua beets, I will say one thing. The leaves on the early top beets don't end up looking disgusting. Did you ever notice how beet leaves can look? This is what I don't know, so I will ask someone else, because not all gardeners know everything. Can you cut the leaves off? Why the beet's still growing? Good question, right? Because I heard if you take the beet tops, like the leaves, and you clean them and then steam them with some apple cider vinegar, I heard it's delicious. So if anyone knows if your beets are still growing, can you cut the tops off, or does that stop the whole process? Let me know. But yeah, God's Gift in Gardening said a big leg. I grew some early top beets this year for the first time. They were a little small, but they grew nicely. Well, congratulations. A little small. This is what I do. And I'm always had to plant mine in a cell tray. I now direct sow my seeds, and I do 4 to 6 seeds per. I do like a Charles Dowding. If you go to like one of his beet videos, he's like, you could put 6 seeds in there. Don't exceed 6 seeds. But what will happen is the bigger one will push itself away from the little ones, and you don't have to just do like this major harvest. You can pick off the bigger ones, pickle them, and you know what I mean? So that's kind of how I'm doing it. The other half of the bed, though, I don't know what happened with those beet seeds. I don't know if a critter got in here and ate them, but it's very like scarce on the seeds. But I'm very happy for you. Garden to the table. Let's see. Thank you for taking care of that, whoever did that. because I'm not going to be having that nonsense on my channel. Thank you, Suzanne. God's Gift and Garden says, thanks for sharing the channel. You are so welcome when you come here on Sunday, 9 o'clock Eastern. That's how I like to show love. And, you know, some common respect back. And that's to have my moderators post everyone's link that has a channel. And then that gives people the opportunity to go over and show some love. But always remember to watch 3 videos. Make sure you subscribe. Hit the bell notifications on. Watch 3 videos. Comment on all 3 videos. And then it will stick. So that's how we do it here. Channel name, Self-Sufficiency with Melody. Oh, you're going to be great. Red Silo Homestead. Can you send me an email? I don't know if I gave you my, should I say digits, my number? But I don't know. Am I talking to the wifey or Darren? I don't know. I may really need some ideas on this channel name. Seriously. That's just what my gut is telling me to do. And my mind is telling me to branch like in a different direction, you know. So yeah. Any channel that spends time with Melody and posts gets shared me. Oh, that's sweet. That's so cool. I appreciate it. You're so welcome. Yellow mustard bugs. You mean little yellow shits? I fell out. Well, the Mexican bean beetle. But apparently my friends in Texas and the girl that said that I saved her crop and how much I've helped her, which that was enough right there for me, said we call them the yellow mustard bug here, but I understand now why she said it, so I hope nobody on here has a queasy stomach other than me. As soon as you get the bug and you squeeze it to kill it, it squirts out stuff that looks like mustard, obviously. Is your approach and just who you are very, very easy to relate to? Who, me? Erin, this is just who I am. I have my anxious moments. But no, what you see is what you get. I always feel like I am a good friend. You know, I sometimes, I don't know how to explain this. I will always be there for someone, even if it's a total stranger. And I feel like I carry the weight of the world on my shoulder, and that's probably not good when you have anxiety. And I was always a people person. And I'm not going to let what's going on in the world stop me from just loving people. And that's another big problem here. It's like I kind of omit it. You know, I wasn't doing my normal life and doing me, being here for the last 2 years. I have Jay around, of course, or Thomas. I don't really see my friend John all that often. Occasionally the kids. But, you know, I had a life outside this, and it just all stopped because I feel like once I got my feet on the ground here, it was like, go, 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 do this, do that, do this, do that. This needs to be done. So, you know, there was no taking a break. And that's proof in the pudding, because I worked yesterday, even with not feeling good. And I've been working today because I'm the type of person who would rather keep moving through the pain than be laid up in the bed. Everything is on me here, folks, and I have a lot to get done. And that's why Debbie helping me is beyond words. Instead of having a friend that's like, no, I'm not going to come over your house. You have food all over. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm growing a garden. I'm putting food up. I'm freezing food. Like, that's life. And I have a roommate that doesn't clean anything. So, you know, I'll give you an example. In order for me to start preserving something in the kitchen, I have to clean the kitchen first. That's the way that goes. So, needless to say, I do when they start looking bad. Oh, okay. Thanks for the advice. You're so welcome. This is Darren. I'll send you my numbers. Okay. Yeah, send us me an email. I'll exchange cell phones. But like I said to Pam, part of me wants something catchy, and part of me can't get the Pennsylvania thing out of my head. So that should be interesting. If anyone else has, like, no, don't do it, you know, leave me a comment if you rewatch this back, or, you know, if you have maybe a good name that's involving cooking, baking, gardening, and preserving. No matter what it is, dehydrating, canning. I don't want to really use canning like I've been canning for years, because I haven't, like a month and a week. But I do have to stop for a second and breathe because I was so scared. And I don't know. I said to Pam, I don't want to come off cocky, but I've always been a girl that had some kahunas. But this was a big leap of faith right here. And I'm going to say this to myself and out loud that I'm super proud of myself on how much I got accomplished the last few days and doing things that my roommate should have been doing. Lots of cleaning got done, lots of preservings getting done. And on top of it, I'm not feeling really all that great. So again, I don't want to be laying in the bed and be like, ow. I'd rather just work through it. And that's kind of what's helping me. But I am proud of myself that I did this meet. I'm proud of myself that I'm getting better when it comes to like the siphoning. My other jar of beans is over there, but that jar is immaculate. I didn't think I lost any water last night on doing my beans. There was a slight little tinge of like water in the pressure canner, but not too bad. I mean, I'm not losing like a ton, but I still don't even want to lose that much. So I don't know. And when it came to the meat, I know that you can't fool around. So I wanted to make sure I was staring at that thing. This was going to work and turn out. And I think it did. So as scared as I was, if anyone wants to use me as a reference, feel free. Because petrified. And within a month and a week, I'm already pressure canning meat. So, you know, I need to be proud of that. I need to start giving myself a little bit more credit is what I need to do. I've said it, garden to the table, laugh out loud. Ultimate Acres, hello. Happy Sunday. Happy Labor Day weekend. Grand evening at Bake a Leg and Let's Dig at Homestead and everyone in the chat. How are you all feeling tonight? Hanging in there. Ultimate Acre says, glad I caught you, love. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome, welcome. Thank you, everyone. I just want to take a minute out to also do this. Thank you to everyone who watches the videos, comments the videos, gives them a thumbs up. You know, that's how we get paid. And is in my lives on Sunday, whether it's my max has been 50 people or I don't know, it's holiday weekend, 7 or 8. I really do appreciate it. And I really appreciate the people that watch the video back. The support that y'all show me is my cup runneth over. So thank you, everyone. You are who you are. No BS. 100%, 100%, 100%. I can see that. Yep, that's me, Erin. Let's see. Did it sent? Don't forget to check your spam folder. I won't forget. Promise. God's gift in gardening. Yep. See, I hear that a lot. Even God's gift gardening is having a conversation with Erin. And I know you're not supposed to read all the comments or you'll fall behind and then you'll have Paul Honeyman at me like, she's behind again. But even a big channel said it. It was At Home with Tom and Rhonda, you know, who sent me 2 shirts, a mug, a gorgeous like coaster. Of course they're busy, your channels, but said, you know why we like coming in here? Because you're just real. So what if you're 2, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes behind? You know what I like about you? You're real and you will acknowledge every single person. Even if it takes you all the way down to the end and that's the end of your live, you will acknowledge every single person that comes into your live. We really like that. You know, they like real people. Well, sorry, but I never played fake and I can't be fake now. So I don't ever want to be those channels that if and ever I get so big, they just change. They don't know anybody anymore. They forget the people that stuck with them from the beginning. So yeah, so what you see is what you get. And I don't let things go to my head like that. So greatly appreciate y'all. Honest to goodness. And I can't and will not change over $1. And, you know, my YouTube is very important to me. I put a lot of work into it. And I met amazing, wonderful people along the way. And people that still come in here on a Sunday, holiday weekend. I wasn't sure, should I go live? Forgot it was the holiday weekend. People have lives other than me. So thank you, for the people that did come in tonight or watch it back. I really do appreciate it. Trying to lift my own depression at the Minute Maid. Yep. Jay's on here and says, channel name, Melody Does It All. I don't know, because that could go another funny way, and I don't want to say that on here, if you know what I mean. Those are some big jars. Yeah, I'm running out of pints and half pints, so I have to resort to quarts, because that's what I have. Use what you got. But I'm getting ready to be doing some blueberry preserves with Pam, so I'm excited about that. I'm going to try to record mine, but I wanted to do it with her. I absolutely adore her. I can't even explain it to you. You ever felt like you've known somebody, like you met somebody? I met Pam, Join Me in the Dirt, over Kitchen Shenanigans. And me and Pam talk. She's 4 hours behind me. I can tell her everything and anything. I would like to think she could tell me everything and anything. We've acquired a very close friendship. I absolutely adore her. She is a sweetheart. And there's times when I'm by myself and something's going on and you just know, like, there's no one that you could pick the phone up and call. I know I can call Pam. Like, I literally wrote her on Monday and I said, I am having a lousy day. And she called, you okay? I said, I'm so sick. But this is what I mean. We acquired such a friendship that I absolutely cherish it. Yeah, Paul, I hope you feel better, my friend. A lot of people say that, Erin, that they tend, I'm just going to read it out loud. She's saying, it's a God's gift in the garden. Yes, thank you. I tend to gravitate towards smaller channels, or shall I say people I can relate to and are not phony. Melody is as real as it gets. Jeez, Erin, I don't know. All these compliments tonight, you're starting to make me blush. Channel name, Old School Reliance with Melody. Save on to that till we talk. That's pretty good. And you know what? I just saw something Paul wrote, and I have to acknowledge this. I could be sick and not feeling well, but I will go over and beyond to boost someone else's spirits. They may not even know I'm not feeling good. You never know what someone else is fighting, whether it's depression, anxiety, post-traumatic stress, maybe a possible kidney infection. Try to be kind, my friends. Try to never bring yourself to stoop to leave like a nasty, terrible comment. Just try to be a human being and just be kind to others. Because, like I said, you never know what they're going through. And I truly love to laugh, and I love to be around people that, like, I'm on the phone with Pam and I'm saying some stuff, because I have my own kind of way. And I'm like, Pam, I just cracked myself up, girl. I could be feeling like dog poop, and I will still try to see the light at the end of the tunnel. I will still try to make myself laugh. I don't need the negativity from anyone else anymore. I've been through it. It hasn't been easy. And I just, really try to boost other people up, even if I'm feeling poopyish, if that made sense, I hope. Paul says, hit the thumbs up if you haven't already, folks. Oh, thank you, everyone. I really appreciate. I love you, Paul. Miss Andale with all the hearts. I felt out she's met a lot of awesome people and me. I know. Obviously, you don't see the Boone's here because she's celebrating, but we love her, obviously. There it is, the KY Grow Lab that I thought I just got like a weird sub, and it ends up being, oh, you guys kill me. Your box killed me. Like, I'm not kidding. Can I talk about that scarf one more time? I promise. It's so thick. Thick. I'm like, I said to my roommate, I got to get a jacket this winter. And he was like, oh, you should do a Carhartt. I'm like, what? You have Carhartts. You're a big boy. Like, that would swim on me. I just need a normal like ski jacket type of winter coat to go with my scarf and hat so I don't freeze my chest off. I love everything. Y'all, that was awesome. Miss Andale, I just received my back scratcher. I won on Miss Andale's a few weeks back, a back scratcher, and I like it because, I'm by myself and nobody ever offers to scratch my back. So thank you, Miss Andale. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Miss Andale gives out cute little things here and there. Sometimes I win, sometimes I don't try to win. Sometimes I'm there. So, yeah, I needed a back scratcher. I was dead serious when I was like, oh, let's see if I can answer the question because I really need a back scratcher. Because, the sun is really getting my back dark awfully quick. So, thank you, Miss Andale, for that. So KY Grow Lab says, yep, we've run into a few of those bigger channels and not a fan after meeting them in person. Gotcha. I don't have much of a life really working on that though. Laugh out loud. Well, Suzanne, maybe me and you can work on that together, getting a life. Because I just gave my life up here for 2 years. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Is there anything that you would like to grow that you have not tried yet or have not had success that you wanted? What I want to try to grow is, hold on, I have to think. Because Pam sent me 2 plants, but they didn't make it. Sorry, Pam, to be telling you online, but they didn't make it. With the 109-degree heat here. Loofah is one. And I can't remember, maybe Pam's still on here and she'll remember. It's some type of trombone. Am I saying that right? It's a trombone like cucumber, or if it's any type of melon that I'm not sure because I don't like cantaloupe and I don't like honeydew, but I do like watermelon. So I was thinking of that. And I think I would like to try that Malabar spinach. If I could get some seeds, that would work out well here. If you're not familiar with that, 1870s Homestead talks about it grows like a vine. It's very prolific. The leaves are great. So that would be the 3 things I would like to try. And one other thing is Mr. Joe from Garden State Gardener last year sent me the Python snake bean. And I didn't get to that this year. I would definitely like to try that. Okay, and then the second part of that question was, would you like to grow? Do you have not tried yet or have not had the success you wanted? Well, I didn't have a lot of successes that I wanted this year, but that's the name of the game sometimes. Let me think. I'm not a huge okra fan, but I do like it pickled, so I was going to attempt to do that. Grown okra before. I usually miss it when it gets to a certain size. I planted 14 and only 3 came up, and it's not really producing, but it does have beautiful flowers. I wasn't growing that for me. I was going to grow that as a filler, like if the kids needed it to put it in soups and stews to be full. But I really don't think that I'm going to do okra anymore. So I will have a bunch of okra seeds as soon as I refine them if anybody wants okra seeds. I just don't think, I think me liking them for the flower, but not liking them for the snottiness in the inside. But it's weird, I do like them pickled. And I really wanted ice cold pickled, not hot out of the jar. But if I was to try it, like I wanted to try it this year, and it's just not prolific enough here. So that's one thing that I haven't been real successful with. Picking it at the right time. So I think I'm just going to give up okra altogether. But another great question, Erin. I did leave that one alone. Melody laughed out loud because Melody does it all. Oh, the fun I could have with that one. And that's why I didn't say that one. Even though we're all adults here. I thought that could go a whole other way. And yeah, no. Yes, I met Lori from same channel. She is my sister from another mister. She had helped me so much through some really tough times. I'm going to tell you what. She is well, you met Lori. I'm talking about Pam. Pam, I feel, is like a godsend when it comes to me. Lori, I don't know that well. And I also met Marlene over there, and I absolutely adore Marlene. So yeah, I think it was great that we were over at Kitchen Shenanigans and we all got to meet each other and make friends. I think that's awesomeness. Let's see. I got a million of them. The seeds for the, oh Lord, melodies, verve. Our life, you know what that just reminded me of? Does anybody or has anyone, see if I can remember this to repeat this correctly, has anyone listened to the Verb? It's the something symphony. I absolutely love that. I guess you could call it a song. Well, it is a song. I like the beat on that. If you have not looked up the Verb, I think it's the Verb, like Verbe, something symphony. If anyone knows it, feel free to post it. That's what that just reminded me of, is that song. I haven't heard that in some time. Absolutely love that song. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, but if we have like a, somebody that's a little bit hip, I think it's the Verb, and it's something symphony. It's just great. We need comedic relief at Paul Honeyman. It's not my area of expertise. He is comical, but he can only be entertainment for yay long unless he's not feeling too good. Jay says 100% cranberry juice at Target. It figures. It figures, literally. I ran the whole other day, besides just supermarkets, my friends, and never even thought of stopping at Target for 100. I mean, Thomas tried, but never thought about stopping at Target for 100%. That used to be my store, Target, because I lived right near there. But so I've been drinking just some cherry cranberry. I'd rather not have that sugar. I'd rather have the 100% pure. So I don't know. If it gets really bad, I'm just going to go to urgent care. I'm a hugger too. So am I, Paul. Can I see your hat and scarf? Oh, yeah, you were at the thing. Sorry about the blur, everyone. I got a very lovely box. You can always go back and rewatch. I have to physically get up because of my back. Ow. I did an unboxing on my live because I wanted to give them ample credit. And you can also go back and watch because I talked about the OS Cross cabbage, which can grow a 70-pound cabbage. If you're not lucky, I think you can grow a 40-pound. But here's the scarf of my favorite football team, Miss Andale. Look at this bad boy. It's big, it's long, and I kid you not, it is one heavy scarf. Oh, like heavy. Like I'm going to have it all here in the front in the winter. Love it. Absolutely love it. And she spent her spring and summer crocheting it, right? Or is this knitting? I used to crochet. That would be a good little thing to get into. I would have to remember how to do it, but I would need a good hook and some yarn. I could do that. I know how to do the one, and I might have to remember how to do the two. But I should probably do something else to occupy my mind, because lately I've been very fearful. I think it has, but this is the beautiful scarf. And here's the beautiful hat. It's Andale. Red Silo Homestead. And they have another channel. The KY Grow Lab sent me baggies and Sharpies and stuff so that I could be organized with saving my seeds. Because if you know, and well, you do know, you were here, I pulled a rookie move and didn't write on a couple baggies. Anyway, so yeah, I've been feeling a little fearful lately. I don't know what's triggering it. I don't know if it's because my son has to have a procedure done, if it's what's going on with me, and that's kind of been freaking me out. I don't really go around just thinking about dying because we're all going to die someday. You can't prevent it. But I think my anxiety is doing that to me lately, and that's kind of scary, to really keep it real with y'all. But usually I just try to have like a lifeline. I just feel bad always calling Pam, and sometimes Pam isn't, our hours are different. We're 4 hours from each other. So, sometimes that gets to me that you just can't pick the phone up sometimes and be like, hey, this is what's going on. So I think it's just all the worrying. It's probably just all the worrying. You know, the baby's going to be getting surgery. He's just not feeling well. He is having now trouble swallowing food. This would be Jared that I'm speaking of, the baby, who was on that medicine for 3 months, and then they were going to watch him. So you go on the medicine, you deal with side effects. Think he can only be on the medicine for 3 months. He's done the medicine, he's having side effects. But now he's experiencing trouble swallowing food. And he was telling me that his airway feels like it's closing up. So I think that's doing it. I think my son Johnny not calling, even on a holiday weekend. You know, granted, I know he wants to live life and live large, but how do you not call your mother? That's a disgrace. So between this that just happened on Tuesday and then worrying about Jared, who is afraid he's going to die, which he did say that to me on the phone. He's fearful. He's never been under anesthesia. I said, you're not going to die. I'll go with you. Everything's going to be okay. I'm not going to front it. I'm scared and I'm nervous for him. And then this happens to me and I'm like, oh my gosh, what if I die? So anxiety can really mess with your head and it's not pleasant sometimes. CNC Farm, hello everyone. Hello CNC Farm, happy Sunday and happy Labor Day weekend. Welcome in. Speaking of the scarf, I'm working on a blanket with the same yarn. Same weight. No. Gonna take a year to finish and about 20 rolls of yarn. No, don't do that. Listen, I said that the scarf is absolutely beautiful. And my comment I made, Miss Andel, was, this is so heavy. Could you imagine this in a blanket? I would never get out of it. Oh my gosh. Seriously, that's a lot of work. You do not have to do that on my account and 20 rolls of yarn. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I just love y'all. Yep. I scratch your back and your front. Oh, Jay's going to come on here and try to be Mr. Paul Honeyman and be a funny man. You have almost exactly the same name as another channel. Had to go to your profile, Beck. And you know what? A great big shout out to Suzanne, who's helping out and posting some links. I think Paul might not be 100% feeling all that great. And Miss Cindy, what did she have to check out? And we don't have our other moderator, Boone, because it's a holiday weekend and she has children. So great big shout out to Suzanne. Thank you, Suzanne, for doing that. You can make her a hooded poncho instead of a blanket. Just an idea. Ooh, that's a good idea, Paul. Yep. It could come this way, cover my chest, and come down to my waist a little bit. That'd be perfect. Sorry, my phone died on me. It's okay, Pause McClatty. Yes, just we both met. Great friends to Shannon. Yep. Oh, that's awesome, y'all. No. Verve, meaning vigor and spirits of enthusiasm. So a good channel name would be Melodies Verve. That's so interesting, our life. I can't wait to this live. You know, it's usually closed for like 3 days and then it'll let you get in it so you can read the comments. That's really, really interesting. And even the meaning. Vigor and spirit of enthusiasm. Huh. Thank you for that. Greatly appreciate it. I hope you do, Suzanne. Wow, that's beautiful. Is that not beautiful, Miss Andale? Who made that for you? Red Silo Homestead, who also has KY. You know, my mind went somewhere else last week. I thought I had a new subscriber, so I don't want to say it wrong. It is Red Silo Homestead, and they also have a channel, KY Grow Lab. You might really like the channel because their PS said, yes, we started another YouTube channel called KY Grow Lab. Darren does a lot of indoor and container gardening, Miss Andel, which is more specific than the chickens and the homesteading we do at Red Silo, so we branched it out. So again, if you want to post their links, please feel free to go over and subscribe to my amazing friends And Mel, it's me, Honey Badger. Our Life, no, you changed your channel name. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy to see you, but I like that, Our Life. Honey Badger, how you been? Wow, I haven't seen you in a hot minute. Are you well? Everything good? Everyone, Our Life is Honey Badger. Oh, happy Sunday. Happy Labor Day weekend. I'm so happy that you're in here. Let's see. Believe it or not, Darren crocheted it. Picked it up for rehab after hand surgery. No way. My scarf? Wow, Darren, that's amazing. Yo, you two are like a tag team, husband and wife. Just love y'all. Right? How wonderful is that, Miss Andel? Bittersweet Symphony. Thank you, Jay. That is it. That's the name of it if you want to look that up. And just listen to the words of that, but it's real orchestra type of sounds. And the verb, I love that. And I haven't heard that in a while. I'll probably have to play that after live. They gave me a squish ball to squeeze. A hobby where I used my hands, so I picked up crocheting. That is fantastic. What a form of therapy. I kid you not. That's amazing. Super proud of you, Darren. Just wait until Mel catches up and sees it's for his son. I did read that. Laugh out loud. Good for you, Darren. Yep. Cruel Intentions was the movie it was known for. I know. I saw that movie like 50 times, y'all. I liked it. KY Jelly, laugh out loud. Yes, Paul, I wasn't going to say that, but that's what I did say the week before. Because Miss Andel wasn't here, I couldn't be reprimanded. We grow slick veggies in containers. Thank you, Miss Andel, as well for dropping links. And we're pretty on time, so let's see, everyone. So I do have to do me. I have to make sure I get something to eat after this. Something. And after I made that chicken, I'm not even feeling it. So that's what's weird. I could have went for a milkshake, but I don't have any vanilla ice cream. Thank you to my roommate, Jimmy. So yeah, let me think. Monday is going to be Monday Cuteness Overload. My girls are going to be 15 weeks. 15 weeks. Holy canoodle. Trying to get them ready and situated. I gave myself a break on being, as my girlfriend calls it, a slave to my chickens. I didn't clean or run out last week, or their box, whatever. So I'm going to shoot for, depends on my back. So that video will be out tomorrow on give you an update on the girls. If it gets boring, let me know and I'll stop doing it. But I do have to clean their coop and their run and start getting them ready for winter time here. I'm trying to be 10 steps ahead. And the galvanized waterer, you guys remember that? That thing rusted. Literally, my roommate's like, oh, I'm not going to take it back. You got money to burn on the tree out there? Took it back. I like the waterer that I have now. It has like a round little knob on the bottom. You fill it up. It's 3 gallons of water. So that's the other thing. That's when the pain really started happening. I don't know. But it has like a little knob that's on the top. You fill up the water. I'll show you it on the Monday Cuteness Overload. Wait till you see this new little water. It'll probably look gross by tomorrow. You know how chickens are. But what I'm trying to say is it has like this little nozzle. And once you open it, then the water will flow out to the tray. It is 3 gallons, so I'm not lifting it. I've been going in with gallons of water to do it. Yeah, I'm not lifting that bad boy. But they're doing good. They've been getting a lot of different stuff. They devoured a plum and left me the pit. Some Brussels sprouts, but not these Brussels sprouts. These were just disgusting. I have like a little harvest of hot sweet peppers for yous. Some preservation videos and a garden tour that was meant for Labor Day. So I don't know. I'll make the final decision if I'm going to, like Labor Day weekend, I said. So it will either be tomorrow or I'll post it on Tuesday. So please watch it. And if you see I say Labor Day weekend, and that's because I recorded it yesterday in hopes my phone wouldn't shut down. So Lots of videos coming up, doing a lot of preservation here and 2 sourdoughs and learning how to pressure can meat and worrying a little bit about my son and what's going on with me and what this one's going to decide to do, you know, because that would be pretty poopy-ish. You know, but we'll see. We'll just see what happens. I'm just going to roll with it all. But, yeah, what else? Oh, and then I did a video on everything. Remember I posted my video that was what fall seeds am I planting? All my seeds came up August the 1st. I've already had them in. So what's going on out there right now is 2 different batches of cucumbers. A couple of my cucumber leaves are getting like that yellow type of looking mark. Somebody wants to tell me what to add to it because they don't want to cut the leaves off because I feel like last time I did that, I didn't get any cucumbers. My zucchini, my backup zucchinis are doing well, knock on wood. Lots of Swiss chard. I have some cabbages in, both the green stalk planters that Jay got me. One's all greens and the other one's different greens like mustard greens and I think a cabbage I put in there, spinach, you know, stuff like that. Beets. I have to go back and I have to thin my purple top globe turnips because, you know, they just need to be thinned. And then it's going to be the tomato, the last big tomato bed, pick the tomatoes off and get it all out. I'm done. I'm actually, God willing, I'm alive next year and here. If I was to continue with this garden, I would probably put the beans in the back this time and maybe do like a tomato and a tomato maybe on that way. And then peppers in the middle. Definitely want to rotate because of just all the craziness of all these strange bugs, you know. And then some type of resolution. I have a board over it now, but they were coming in from the side gate and digging and digging and digging. I have a board there now, but that's just temporary with the wheelbarrow there. So far, a little late to, you know, because I thought my roommate was going to help me repair the fence so it wouldn't get in here, but he has zero energy to do anything, so it's all on me. So I put a board up from the coop and the wheelbarrow there to stop the animals from coming in. So, yep, our life, formerly known as honey badgers. Let's see. You'll probably start seeing eggs here soon. They're little eggs when they start off. Yes, so what did I say? 15 weeks this upcoming Wednesday. Red Silo, I'm not sure if I asked this before, but is there usually, I think I calculated like September something. So yeah, 15 weeks. I don't know exactly when they lay eggs, but that will be fun. Makeup, mom and son, hello, long time no see. Hello, happy Sunday and happy Labor Day weekend. Nice to see you pop in here. Just getting ready to hop off in a few minutes, but I hope you're well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And CNC Farm. Okay, now I'm on strike and speeding me now. Oh, that's okay. She beat me by a mile. Miss Andale's a little quick with her fingers posting links, right? Let's see. I was about to hit the enter when Ann's post came up. She was quick. I haven't pressure canned any meat yet this season. This is my first time ever even pressure canning meat ever in my lifetime. And I was that person, like I said, that was petrified of pressure canning. So if you've watched this back and you're that person that's petrified and scared, don't be. Find a good friend to have as a lifeline on the phone. And it really does wonders. It really, really does wonders. You know, and it really helps out a lot. And some things I've done without her to build up my own confidence. And it's been about a month and a week or two. And today, when everybody else is on the river and enjoying themselves doing whatever, I was doing more cleaning because I can't even. And I was preserving food because I have to clean thoroughly first before I can preserve food. So yeah. And I have ribs out and I made that chicken. So yeah. But that's crazy though. My roommate wants me to cook and it's like I cooked. I made her chicken in the crock pot, like really seasoned well, for technically yesterday. And he says to me, you know what I'm in the mood for dinner? And I wasn't even thinking because I have 5,000 things on my brain. He goes, I'm in the mood for a cheesesteak. I was like, oh, okay. Hours later, I'm like, what the heck? I had a chicken in the crock pot. But that's okay though, because it's all picked off. It's in the Refrigerator. And now I'm in the process of smelling in the air, which is how I like my homes to smell. It smells like goodness. Chicken stock, or it's going to be chicken bone broth. So, um, might need to look at companion planting next year, see what bugs hate or like better than the veggie. Yeah, because it was just crazy. I don't even know. I do have a video. My videos are all going to be behind. It's just the way it is because you all know my phone shut off and I don't even want to talk about it in a video anymore because I said to Pam I sound like a whiner, I think, on YouTube, and that's not my intent. But it's so frustrating when you have amazing things and bad things happening and your phone just kills it. So, and I think I want to move up to like a real editor for my laptop. So, and I want a ring light. But I think before worrying about an editor, I want to get a wireless microphone. If anyone can recommend an affordable one, because I'm on a super tight budget, definitely need that because I have said some people say like when I'm in the garden, if I'm not that close to the phone, they can't hear it. So that would probably be the next best option is to go to like a rechargeable or wireless microphone. So that, and then, so that would be first for me if I'm putting it in order. Second for me would be something like Filmora, editing software to start off with, and then a ring light. So yeah, definitely rotating things around. Jay says Jay's the man. Why is Jay the man? God's gift in the gardening says I'm back. Had to let the dogs out. I understand. I have my doggies too, who as soon as I get on live will have to go out. C&C Farm, I started this year. What I combined mostly worked except my pumpkins and nasturtiums, squash bugs, aphids won, no pumpkins. There you go. That was the other thing too, to Erin's question. I got 3 little pumpkins, but I've really had a lot of aphids this year and I usually don't. But on another note, I did some research, to see what the wasp looks like that lays the bugs for the zucchini plants, aphids, stuff like that. Has like an armor on it, it's red. I took a picture of it while it was on my new squash the other day. And I went to get it to kill it. Now, wait till you hear this. Comes back the next day. Same one, I'm telling you, it's only one. Came back the next day. I was determined that I was killing that son of a gun. And I tell you, when I was killing it, it was flipped over and it was so hard to kill. Even flipped over on its back because it had like an armor. And I had to take the hoary. I was legit stabbing it. It was still moving. Like the bug was vicious. So yeah, I agree. A lot of different bugs and some things you just had to let the bugs take over, right? You get what you get. But my pumpkins and my watermelons, well, my watermelons did really good last year. Terrible this year because the animals that were getting in ate them all. And then the pumpkins, I think the squash bugs got to them, but I did get 3 of the little pumpkin pie ones. But that's okay because I thought that was going to happen in advance, which is weird. And I bought a whole case of 100% organic pumpkin. I tried to improvise, but I figured I was going to lose. Let's see. And my nasturtiums from the heat, they were like big and they would just flop right out of the bed. And I determined that I'm not a fan of the dwarf nasturtiums. I don't like them at all. They barely do anything. They only get like yay big, but my other nasturtiums, and I'm addicted to, it's in my videos. I state that the color's red. I think it's like an Indian something. Absolutely beautiful. That is a goal that I'd like to have. I'd like to have like yellow, orange, red, like the whole rainbow colors of whatever colors they have for the nasturtiums for the next gardening season. I think that would be pretty cool and be pretty beautiful too. Well, my friends, these are officially been sitting here all this time and they are dry. This is the meat squash seeds, so whoever needs a few, let me know. They're dry. Oh yeah, the coating's coming off. They're dry. They're good to go. Meat squash and my gardener. That's a very good squash to grow. I'll tell you why. Because the squash hornworm can't get to it. It can get to the vine, but it can't get through to the squash, and neither can the squash bugs. It's resilient that way. Let me see. Pumpkins, yuck. I want to do pumpkin soup. Oh, and by the way, I think I'm waiting for a response back because I didn't see it advertised prior. I saw it on Miss Andale's channel. Thank you, Miss Andale. I think I'm going to be doing the Soup-tember. Did I say that right, Miss Andale? For Mennonite Farmhouse. I'm just not sure if you just have to make one soup for your channel or if it's an every week thing. If it's an every week thing, I'm not sure, but I could give you a really good soup for that collaboration because I make a mean chicken fajita soup. Oh, madon, so good. So yeah, I might also be doing that as well. I get rid of them and they'd come back. Yeah, they're tough, CC and Farm. I don't have an iPhone. I have a Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus, and I switched last year because I had so many phone problems. I went to the Samsung Galaxy 21, and that had that software in it where it shut your phone down. Now, prior, my phone never shut down. It never would shut down. But because of the S21 at the time, I kept seeing the thing saying up because I was like, I'm going back to my other phone. Went back to my S9 Plus, but then the software went on the phone. It's a software issue because it was doing it on the S21, even though that took beautiful videos. I was like, I'm not putting up with this with my phone shutting down, which that's what it was doing last year. So I went back to the S9 Plus. I kept refusing the upgrade, and it did it when I was in bed sleeping, and now my phone shuts off on the slightest bit of heat. Slightest bit of heat, Miss Andel. But I did find several praying mantis egg cells all over, so fingers crossed. Oh, that would be awesome. I would love to have some. Be invaded by those next year. That would be awesome. They make nice jack-o'-lanterns, Suzanne says, if you don't want to eat them. That is true. I posted a video of a tomato hornworm that was infected by a wasp larva. I never saw that before. Nature at its best. God's gift in gardening. You posted the video? I want to see that. Actually, I think I saw something like that, but I want to come over and check that out. That's different. So God's gift in the garden, in gardening, come on, Mel, speak English, said I posted a video of a tomato hornworm, which I know what they are, that was infected by wasp larvae. I never saw that before. Nature at its best. That's crazy. I want to see that. TOVVILD wireless lavalier microphone for iPhone. Yeah, I'm not an iPhone. I would need something for Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus. I used to be an iPhone user. Never thought I could do Samsung, but I love it. For iPhone, iPad, plug play, cordless lapel, live stream, TikTok. Oh, Miss Andale, that's such informative information. Can you find it for my phone and not for an iPhone? This is the link to the mic I used, $23. Oh, that's awesome, but you have an iPhone. Them squash seeds are as dry as my baby makers. Laugh out loud, says Paul. Yeah, they are. I still like ornamental pumpkins. Me too. God's gift to gardening. Thanks, Andale. Need a new mic. Yep, me too. Yes, September, just one. Okay, so thank you for that. Sorry, it's blurring. I am going to do the Soup-tember and post the video. So when you see that, that's for the collaboration for Mennonite Farmhouse, everyone. I love my S9 Plus. Me too. It never did this before. It never shut down before until they did that stupid S21. Okay, sorry, that link won't help you. Look on Amazon, though. They might have a Samsung mic. I did look. If anybody else can maybe like find that or send that to my email for my phone, because You know, when you look and look and look for so long, you eventually are on there and you're like, what the heck was I looking for? His nose up, so he wanted, Arian gave him an iPhone. No, I think your S9 needs a new battery. Once the battery gets overheated, the first time it gets damaged and overheats easily after. Really? Is that true? I don't know. Because all my stuff's internal. I'll have to look into that for sure. Suzanne, thank you so much. I swear by Samsung and I detest iPhone. I am with Paul on that one. I cannot stand iPhones. Let me finish this up. Start with just a cut up beef roast for first time pressure canning meat. Cut it up, put it in jars like 3/4 full. Add a half a teaspoon of salt. You don't need to. Cap it. Put it in the canner for 75 minutes for quarts. Our life, that is what I did for this pork tenderloin. But I decided to season this one. So great information right there. Great information. Oh, that's awesome. God's gift in gardening. I have killed a couple of batteries this year. Laugh out loud. All right, everyone. Am I over? No, I'm right on the money. I am 10:57 my time. I usually end at 11. Y'all are awesome. Honest to goodness. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am a little on the tired side. I don't know if this is going to make sense, and I don't have room in my fridge. Or do I? My cabbage is all shredded out there. I'm wondering, could I put it in the downstairs fridge till just tomorrow so I get some sleep and then I can can it? Or do I really have to deal with the sauerkraut tonight? I don't know. The S9 requires tools, unfortunately. Gotcha. Oh, you have the J3. Just pop off the back and pop in another battery. Yeah, I think my roommate has something like that. The S9 Plus has like the internal battery that's built in. So yeah, I don't know. I have to do something with the coleslaw because I have 2 starters I have to feed, plus I have to feed myself. And I'm afraid to lose cabbage. Oh, let's see. Yes, Melody. Suzanne's right about the battery. I got a second battery for mine after the first time I left it in the sunlight all day. Never had an issue since. Wow. I'm going to have to look into that for sure, my friends, for sure. Miss Andale, anyone that knows about cabbage? It's all shredded. It's inside a bucket. Could I put that in the fridge overnight with no water, no salt, and it'd be okay for me to can tomorrow? Or do I have to deal with it tonight? Because not for nothing, I'm a little bit not feeling that. So I'll wait a couple more seconds. Great live. God's gift in the garden. You're awesome. Thank you so much for coming in. See you next time. That's great. Happy, happy, happy to have you. Have a wonderful week. I think you can wait on the food until tomorrow. I can't leave that out though, right, Miss Andale? It's covered with just a towel over it. Do I need to walk it to the basement and put it in the refrigerator? Should be fine overnight. Okay. It's weird temperatures in this house though, you know. Paul Honeyman, let me say goodnight, Melody. Happy Labor Day. See you next Sunday. Shelly and Anthony, thank you so much. Everyone, stay safe. Enjoy your time. I'm going to do something tomorrow, like barbecue on the grill. So I'm not constantly working. Melody, you can do a video on cabbage storage for long term to use in coleslaw and sauerkraut. If we grow 70-pound cabbages, we're going to need it. That is true, Red Silo. That's so true. Night, Mel, and night, everyone. Happy Labor Day, you Americans, and please stay safe, which is what I was going to say, but not the American part. Paul Honeyman, over the pond. We love you dearly. I would refrigerate. Thank you, Miss Andel. I just don't feel up to it tonight. I need to like kick up, rest my back, and eat some food. But my coleslaw is already in the fridge. I just have to walk that down the basement and put it in the refrigerator. But I love you all. Thank you again, everyone, for coming in and just hearing how I pressure can some pork tenderloin, seeing my beans, peppers, and watching the videos and commenting. I really do appreciate holiday weekend, you sharing it with me, considering I know I had nothing exciting going on, just cleaning and preserving. So on that note, Hmm. Hmm. You know what? Oh yeah, my red acre cabbage. I'll just hold this up in order to end my video. Thank you everyone for coming in. You all mean the world to me. Stay safe. No drinking and driving. And happy Labor Day weekend, everyone. All Red Silo Homestead. Night all hugs. Night all. Love you big time. And I will see you throughout the week and next Sunday. Bye bye, everyone. God bless.